everybody, I'm Brett Wagner, and welcome to Pastime. Name the time, win the cash. It's that easy. We are in San Antonio, Texas at San Antonio Raceway, and I got a couple $1,000s I want to give away. And this is a special edition of Pastime. It's Law Enforcement Week. So are you ready to play? Let's meet our contestants. Deputy Chris Williamson, how you doing, buddy?
I'm good, how are you?
Thanks for coming out. Officer John Bell, how you doing, bud?
Good, you?
Thanks for coming out. Of course, Constable Ken Herring, the law in Tyler, Texas.
Yeah, whatever.
Okay, we can't do it without Paige, our car wrangler. You ready to make some money?
Yes, sir.
Or let him keep some money?
I'm not
Yeah, no.
All right. Let's meet
I'm
our
not
first.
too good with that. No.
Let's meet our first driver. Rudy, are you driving that car?
No, sir.
Who's driving that car?
That's my buddy in there.
Where's your buddy?
He's real shy, bro. He don't want to,
All right. Tell me about the ride.
It's a twin turbo, 88 millimeter, precisions, 540 cubic inch, 360s in the back, man. We're ready to go.
All right. Chris, first question.
How much boost?
Hopefully 30 pounds by the end of the track.
And John,
Parachute back there on the end.
is there a parachute?
Yes, sir. Two of them.
Cool.
And Ken Herring.
You know what? I'm going to bow out on this one because that's Mike Murillo in that car.
Oh, it's Mike Murillo.
Mike Murillo. He was a contestant and a friend of mine, so I hope he'll lay down a good pass.
All right, buddy. Tell Mike to have a good pass.
Thanks, man.
All right, guys. $100 pass.
Yep.
It's a fast car. is
It's a
what you're
very
saying.
fast car, so I would personally love to see it make a good pass.
Chris, tell me a little bit about yourself.
38 years old. I've been born and raised basically in Tarrant County.
Okay.
Been with the department 14 years.
Awesome. Let's lock in those times. A $100 pass. All right, let's take a look at those times. Chris with a 620. John with an 810. Tell me a little bit more about that car John's driving.
That car's capable, probably running 640s, 640s to 80s to 90s,
A lot of horsepower.
upwards of 3,000.
3,000 horsepower. Bottom line is he's got to get down the track straight.
That's true.
This would be, hopefully, the fastest first car we've ever had. I think the record right now on Outlaw 10.5
Nasty.
is a 649. Tim Lynch and Steve Petty have it right now, so that's the record in the class.
What's a car like that worth, Ken?
Cheap, 190, on up to 250,000.
Well, here we go, folks. Opening up the show, Law Enforcement Week. Going straight. 712, Big Chris. Congratulations,
Sir.
big man. All right, folks. Ken Herring stayed out of that, so he's got 0. John's got 0, and Big Chris is sitting on $100. Let's meet our next driver. Sergio, tell me about your Mustang.
It's in a 2003 Mach 1, stock heads, stock block, a little over 13,000 miles on it.
You trying to sell it?
Nah, I just got it.
All right, Chris, first question.
Spraying it?
No, sir.
John?
Have you ever raced it before?
Yes, sir.
On the track?
Yes, sir.
Or on the street?
Both.
Am I gonna have to, man.
You have the right to remain silent. Ken Herring,
Have you done anything to it at all?
No, I haven't.
Nothing, okay.
you ready to make a pass?
Let's go.
Thanks for coming out, buddy. All right. You see how John faked him out there? Smart. John, tell me a little bit about yourself.
I live in Burleson. I work for Ford PD. Been there. I've been an officer about 28 years now. I'm in the motor unit right now.
Oh. John's locked in. Chris is locked in. Let's take a look at those times. Chris with the 1410. John
Come
with
on,
the 15
Chris.
flat. And Ken Herring with the 1410.
Are you looking over here?
I was in way before you, I think.
Now, Chris, what happens on that is we go on reaction time. And when this pass is over, the booth will tell me who chimed in first.
Is it a standard? Did anybody ask?
No, it looks like it.
It looks like it, though. Running awfully high.
There we go.
Well, John, there it is.
Good job, buddy.
That is a catastrophic failure.
That's done.
I thought you said he just bought that, didn't you?
Yeah, he's
What happens on a
only had that feeling
catastrophic
before.
failure is we go to whoever's got the slowest time. So, John, let me hand you that cash.
Thank you.
Cash is good.
I don't have to tase you now.
No, oh, thank you.
It's early.
John, real quick while we're back in the car, show them what a taser looks like.
Where you going, Ken?
Yeah.
Well, that is it. No, no, oh, hey, hey.
Let me borrow that a minute. I'll give you 500 if you let him taser you.
Wow.
My producer's got another couple hundred on top of that.
Hey, they're telling me we probably could stack quite 1,000.
I got enough girth. Call it California seal blubber. I'll be all right with the little handheld taser, but not the prongs. All right, folks, let's do a little recap. We got Ken Harry sitting on 0. John joined the game, and Chris is sitting at $100. Well, let's meet our next driver. Chris, how old are you?
12.
How long you been racing, Chris?
4 years.
You like it?
Mm-hmm.
All right, sounds good. Chris, first question.
Headed out on the street.
Say no.
No.
All right, Big John.
You know what the horsepower is there?
28.
28. And Ken Harry.
You gonna go to a big car eventually?
I might get my dad's
What does he got?
dragster.
The dragster? Hey, man, thanks for coming out. Make a good pass. Last of our $100 passes, Ken Herring. I'd like to get you in a three-way tie here. Ken Herring is locked in.
I got it.
That's all right. Keep on punching them numbers. It'll be all right.
And Big John is locked in. Let's take a look at those
I have
times.
no idea with the junior drag.
I'm right there with you.
I'll tell you real quick if you've done pretty good. Chris, you've done all right with an 860.
Yes, you have.
John,
No way.
with the 1260.
That's not very good.
Anything's possible. Ken Herring with an 855.
28 horsepower. I mean,
Well, you know what? Usually some of these junior dragsters coming out with 45 horsepower.
45, 55.
John, you could be right on the ball. Could
Really?
be.
no idea.
Probably not, but could be. Junior dragsters, 8th mile.
Chris has got the catbird on this.
The catbird. Tyler, Texas talk.
Does that mean I have feathers hanging in my mouth?
Well, here we go, folks. The junior dragsters.
I don't know the rules, so.
I mean, you're right on the money with it.
Watch this pass. Chris or Ken, you're looking good.
I don't know. We'll see.
I mean, an 880. Big Chris. Cash is good, big man.
Way to go, bro.
Ken Harry sitting on 0. John sitting at $100. And Chris sitting on $200. Don't go anywhere. We're coming back. Law Enforcement Week on Pastime. Getting into round number 2. Say hello to our sponsors. Welcome back to Pastime. We're getting into round number 2 here on Law Enforcement Week. The jack is going up. Let's meet our next driver.
Oh, look how he's getting escorted.
Welcome to the show. How you doing?
Doing pretty good.
How was that walkover? Pretty cool?
Pretty good.
What's your name?
Jeremy.
Tell me about the car.
2001 Trans Am. It's all stock. No mods. LS1, 6-speed. That's it.
Pretty fast on its own.
Yeah. Good driver.
Chris.
Running street tires or drag radials?
Kumo.
Big John.
Horsepower?
What kind of horsepower?
375.
Ken Herring.
You run down this track a lot?
I worked here for 6 years.
Oh,
Been
okay.
down here
Know
about
this
50
track.
some odd times.
All right, cool.
Say hello to Paige on the way back.
I will.
Thanks, buddy. First of our $200 passes. Man works at the track, so he knows every little nook and cranny.
I
Ken
would
Herring
say he
locked
can
in.
drive it down through there.
Everybody's locked in. Let's take a look at those times. First of our $200 passes. Chris with the 1350. John with the 1420, and Ken Herring with the 1379.
I'm
High.
always high. What's up with that?
Sometimes that's good.
Sounds a little better than I thought. Who's got the fast time?
Chris.
Chris.
Yeah.
Maybe walking away with some big bucks here.
I just hope he can drive.
Here we go, folks. Not bad. Kind of rolled out of it. Oh, 1369. Ken Herring, welcome to the game, big man.
Finally.
Ken Herring
Snuck
sitting
in the
on
back door.
$200.
Made it
John
all.
sitting on 100, and Chris sitting on 200. All right, Chris and John, this is our combo round. So this is where I bring up 2 cars, and you got to give me 1 combined time. How you at math, John?
Give me a pencil and a piece of paper, I'm okay.
Hey, I'll
Got
help.
one coming?
I'll help you. Just ask me.
Let's meet our next driver. Matt, how you doing?
Good.
Tell me about your ride.
It's an 87 Camaro RXZ. It's got 350 in it, AFR heads, about 10-to-1 compression, turbo 350, 4,000 stall,
All right.
and 411 gears.
Sounds good, Matt. What's your name?
Randy Jones.
You know this guy, Randy?
Yeah, he's my son.
Yeah? Is that a good thing or bad thing?
Good, good.
All right, Randy, tell me about your ride.
77 Nova. It's got a big block, low compression, hydraulic cam, 373 gears, turbo 400. It weighs about 3750 with me, and
Chris,
have a heavy car.
Matt or Randy?
Either one. You spraying your car?
No spray.
Chris, Matt, or Randy?
You guys bracket race together?
Bracket racers, yes, sir.
Okay.
And Ken Herring. Matt or Randy?
Has it got a carburetor on it?
750 carburetor.
Okay.
Do you usually beat Pop in the races?
Sometimes.
What do you got to do tonight?
I'm gonna beat him. I'm going for it.
What do you say about that?
Well, he will beat me. We're going for the tree, though.
All right.
There's a little bit on the tree.
All right, well, I appreciate you coming out.
Okay.
Have a good pass. Thanks, guys. Combo round, $200. Chris, what is the best excuse you've ever heard when you pull someone over?
I don't know if I can say that on the air.
Okay.
I'll have to tell you that one after
All right,
the
that
show.
sounds good. Everybody's locked in. Let's take a look at those times. Chris with the 2360, John with the 2230, and Ken Herring with the 2510.
You went low finally, John.
Yeah, I did.
Proud of you.
Probably wasn't the right time,
Yeah.
but
A little more beefy than I thought.
Yeah.
You might be looking good, John.
It might be.
Combo round, $200 pass. Pretty good. Yeah. Pop's trying to make it up on the big end, though. 2292, big job. Man.
Good job. Good job on that.
Ken sitting on $200. John back in the lead with 300 smackaroos, and Chris sitting on $200. Let's meet our next driver. What's your name?
Ace Sindo.
Ace?
Well, that's what I go by.
That's fine. You want to use a phony name up here in Law Enforcement Week? That's up to you.
It probably helped.
Ace, tell me about your ride.
It's 2007 Ford Mustang GT, stock all the way through. Picked it up in March. This will be my 5th pass down the track tonight.
Sounds good. Chris?
Standard or automatic?
5-speed.
Big John?
does it hook pretty good when you take it?
Last time I came down here, it didn't. It was testing 2 nights, so it spun through 1st and 2nd gears. But with the track prep tonight, should do better.
Ken Herring?
How long have you owned the car?
How long have I had the car? Since March.
Okay.
You ready to make a pass?
Sure am.
Thanks for coming out, bud. Thank you. All right. Good question there, John.
Yeah, thanks, John. Now you completely shattered what we were thinking.
Last of our $200 passes. Look at they're all in 10 up there, Cameron. Everybody's all in 10.
I don't know what to do.
Chris is definitely Mr. Intensity up there. Everybody's locked in. Let's take a look at those times. Chris with the 1450, John with the 1410, and Ken Herring with the 1460. Man, they are learning real quick.
They sure are.
Here we go, folks. Last of our $200 passes. Bone Stock GT.
Oh, that might be me, maybe. He rolled out.
I'm hoping not.
Rolled out of the gate.
Feel free to miss a gear.
A 1406. Big
John!
He's giving the wave.
John.
Yeah.
John's been
All
rolled
right, let's
out
do a
on
little
us.
recap, folks. Chris sitting on $200. Big John in first place with $500, and Ken Herring sitting on $200. Folks, it's pass time. Don't go anywhere. Law Enforcement Week here. The jack is going up. Say hello to our sponsors. All right, folks, welcome back to Pastime. Getting into round number 3. That means the jack is going up to $300 a pass, and we got a tight race. You want to meet our next driver? So do I. Wait a minute. What side of the car is he driving on?
Should be on the other side of the track.
Is it just me, or did you get on the wrong side of the car there?
No, that was the right side.
That was the right side?
Yeah,
Comedian.
right side.
Comedian. What's your name?
I get that a lot. Kevin Boots.
Tell me about that car.
That is a 1996 Del Sol SIR, mostly stock. It's a daily driver. Just got these wheels, so I'm kind of nervous about the traction here. Let's see what it does.
All right, Chris, question.
What kind of horsepower?
170 to the crank stock.
Big John.
You say it's mostly stock. What have you done? What kind of power adders?
It's got a short ram intake and a axle back muffler, and that's it for engine mods and performance stuff.
Ken Herring.
What'd you change it over to right-hand drive for?
I didn't. I shipped it over from Japan.
Oh, wow.
Have a good pass.
I have no idea. Might as well be a Volkswagen.
Man, I'm confused as well. Chris is already locked in. Ken Herring is locked in. Big John, he's locked in. Let's take a look at this. Take a look at these times. First of the $300 passes.
Look at you, freaking frack. 16 flat.
Chris and John, both with the 16 flat.
He said, give him the taser. No,
and Ken with the 1660. Now, John and Chris, when we get the same time locked in, we're going to find out after the pass who had the better reaction time. Here we go.
Well, I think it's you, buddy. Maybe not, though.
I don't know.
Right-hand drive. Shipped it over from Japan.
Gear. Help us out.
1667.
I'm an import guy all of a sudden.
You all of a sudden are an import. Don't trip over that skunk. Hoonigan man. 1660. Ken Herring sitting on $500. John sitting on $500. And Chris sitting on $200. We got a lot more passes coming up here, Chris. You get right back in the game on this one. How you doing, Gary?
I'm doing good.
Tell me about that monster ride there.
Normally it's set up for doing arena cross and or tough truck where I do about 60 foot and then leap it through the air 60 foot and then do a hairpin turn and continue on doing 60-foot jumps. So the gear ratio is off a little bit for this track, but it's a very well built truck.
Okay, sounds good. Well, thank you. Big Chris.
Kind of horsepower?
Roughly in a range of 400.
Big John.
Stick, I'm assuming. Gear shift?
I run a 4-speed.
4-speed.
And Ken Herring.
What gear's in it?
410s, front and rear, yeah.
You want me to run it?
I'm good to go.
All right, get in there, big man.
Hey, maybe we could taser you and then he could jump you later.
Big John is locked in. Ken Herring is locked in. Just waiting on Chris. Chris, you need this pass.
I do.
$300. Get you right back in the game. Everybody's locked in. Let's take a look at those times. Chris with the 1760, John with the 1580, and Ken Herring with a fast time.
He's going further than 60 feet.
With the 1481.
14 gear though, and the tire's pretty tall, so.
We'll see how a jumping truck does a burnout.
I wasn't sure if he thought we were going to take off from back there and get a running start, or
got me a little nervous.
Don't worry, Brady.
Follow me if you can. Straps don't count.
One stop country boys toys.
Front shaft didn't turn it.
Oh, it's not?
Mm-hmm. Well, here we go, folks. $300 pass.
Jimmy, same thing.
I needed it.
I think I'd have been smarter.
I just threw something on the track.
Did the thing ever stage? It never staged.
He never really staged at all.
He never staged, dude.
That means Chris.
Thanks, sir.
Cash is good. All right, so let's do a little recap. Ken, John, and Chris now in a three-way tie. That means the last pass here on Law Enforcement Week is going to put someone over the top. So don't go anywhere. Say hello to our sponsors, but come back. $500 equals $2,000. Someone's going home with it. All right, folks, welcome back to Pastime Law Enforcement Week. It has come down to this, the final pass. Everybody's in a three-way tie up there. Our last car left a little debris on the track, so we are running in the left-hand lane. Chris and John, what do you think is going to happen on this last pass?
Somebody's going to get tasered.
Well, I'm going to get off the stage now.
Finally, we got a smile out of Chris. Let's meet our last driver of the night. What's your name?
Lonnie Alexander.
Lonnie, good-looking car. Tell me about it.
It's a 1970 Dodge Charger 440. Has a Power Glide 9-inch rear end. The only really thing exotic about it, it's got a roller cam. It's a flat top motor.
Okay. Chris, first question.
What kind of gears?
What kind of gears?
It has 486.
Big John.
So it's, you say it's a 440 and no spray or anything,
no
just
spray,
motor?
no additive.
Just motor.
Yep.
And Tyler, Texas's own Ken Herring.
Is this your home track?
Yes.
Okay.
Do you want to sell that car?
Actually, it is for sale.
How much?
How much?
35.
How much?
35.
35?
We got it right here.
If I get them to tase you, can we get it down a few thousand?
I don't know. I don't think so.
Well, hey, thanks for coming out. Thanks for being the last driver.
That's a good answer.
Make a good pass for us.
Thank you.
Golly, man. Ken, how much money have we won this trip?
Unless it's 3,500, we're not going to be looking good, dude.
Well, folks, Law Enforcement Week, San Antonio Raceway, the Alamo, Pee Wee Herman, Ozzy Osbourne, ZZ Top. All right, y'all locked in? Chris, everybody's locked in. Let's take a look. It's coming down to the wire. Ken Herring's looking a little shaky. An 850 for Chris. John with the 1030. And Ken Herring with a 1031.
I put a 1 on the end of that because I thought somebody was going to put the same thing.
Thank goodness you put a 1.
Yeah, it's good or bad.
Chris may be on to something. That's worth $3,500 right there.
Tell him to run it for everything it's worth, or he is getting a taser.
There we go. Last pass of the night. Someone's going home with 2 large.
Come on.
I don't know.
Come on.
I don't know.
Come on. Yes. But I'm not getting tasered.
1087. Give me a double pound.
Hey, I need 21
that was
feet
a
away.
little dance.
Because I need 21 feet away.
You need 21 feet away. Step up.
Hey, $2,000 to taser him.
Done.
And I got it.
John and Chris, I apologize. You gotta hand over the cash.
That was close.
John, you gotta hand over that 500. Chris, you gotta hand over that 750. Ladies and gentlemen, it's past time. Name the time, win the cash. It's that easy. From San Antonio, Texas, at San Antonio Raceway on Law Enforcement Week. I'm Brett Wagner for Speed, and for Ken Herring, who's gonna get locked up in a couple minutes. We'll see you next time.